Good morning. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's time for my paper pumpkin pop-up. My paper pumpkin arrived yesterday, not morning, I was going to say morning, but it was afternoon. And I took a little bit of time to play with it. And I'm not done yet because there's so much cuteness in here that I don't know when I'll ever be done. I haven't, I think, honestly, even used a stamp yet because I was so excited about the contents of this kit. Paper Pumpkin, when I come on with my alternatives, is a pop-up. It's not scheduled. So if you can't be here live, that's okay. Hi, Diane. You can watch the replay, and I will also put this on YouTube. So if you have any friends that would like to watch, and they don't have Facebook, just let them know to go to YouTube, type in Beverlee Morales, Stampin' Up. Actually, when you type in Beverlee Morales, it will just pop up. And remember, my name Beverlee has two E's at the end instead of EY or just a Y. Okay, so let's get started with this adorable kit. I don't know if yours has arrived yet. If it hasn't arrived, it will in the next day or two. But here is the instruction booklet. It's the February 2024 springtime, sweet springtime. And it has the contents for 6 cards and 3 boxes. Well, you guys know I love 3D projects, and so that was really cool. But if you want to make cards with these boxes instead of using them for boxes, then you can do that. Oh, good. I'm glad you got yours yesterday. I like to set up a little vignette in my living room for the holidays, and so I think that I will put the projects I've made on that vignette. Reason being, I have 3 great-grandchildren, 1, 4, and 5. And so there's only 3 boxes, right? That would have been perfect if I used them for that, but I used 2 of them together. And so I only have 2. So since I'm not going to have 3 of the boxes to give out to each one of my great-grandchildren, then I decided that I'll just give them something else for Easter and use these as my vignette for Easter time in my living room. Okay, let me get started. We know that in our kits, we always get a few things. We get a stamp set, and here's the stamp set, a bunny, a chick, daffodils, and some greetings. We get an ink spot, and this one is Early Espresso. Hi, Deborah. This kit came with tear and tape, and I'm so glad for the boxes. And it also came with dimensionals and some... It's not, it's a more of a linen thread. It's not the regular, jute. It's softer. It's really a pretty color, like almost what color would I call this? Pecan pie or crumb cake, maybe. It's really, really soft. When you open yours up, you'll see the difference. You'll see what I'm talking about, see the difference there. Okay, so I really like that. I did use a few of my ribbons. Now, these ribbons here are expired, but I like to show everybody things that they may have purchased from me in the past, how they can match them up with other things. Hey, Bev. Oh, I'm thrilled you're here, too. So I was thinking that the plaid in this kit, let's see, what color does it say? Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, and Very Vanilla. Okay, it is petal pink. So I was thinking, look how good that ribbon coordinates with that. I was thinking this was more of a, I don't know, peachy tangerine, but it's petal pink. And it just looks so pretty with this ribbon, of course, because it's Granny Apple Green as well. So if you have that, you might want to bust it out for this kit. Hi, Donna. And also, I've been playing around in my other lives with this sheer ribbon combo pack, and this is the Lemon Lolly. And since we have daffodils and flowers, I thought this would coordinate well too, but it's not in the kit. And then I'm going to be using my crocodile, and I'm going to be using the smaller hole here. Need to clear that out while I'm looking at it. because my brain went to 3D projects instead of cards so far. But I'm not done. I need to make some cards with this kit too. All right, so the boxes are adorable. I call them the milk carton style. Yeah, seems like we all got our kits yesterday. Hi, Christine, welcome. I call them the milk carton style boxes. I love that we have the slimline cards shapes and that we have a regular size card as well. I love gingham. I love the colors, and so yippee, everything is adorable in this kit. I want to point out too, to save the cardboard that comes in your kit, take it out and put it somewhere where you store cardboard. It's a very nice, thick cardboard that you can use for other projects or to stabilize the bottom of bags and that type of thing. Okay, so I'm going to start with one of the boxes. The first thing you want to do when you get your box, now it doesn't come with a hole. I use my decal circle dies to put it through the cut and emboss machine and make a window in my box. I think I used this one. Yeah, right like that. See that? And it's deckled. Super, super, super cute. I love the idea of looking into a box and seeing a little scene like the eggs. You know, the eggs that you look into and you see the little scene. That immediately came to my mind. So in order to fit this through the cut and emboss machine, you have to fold up the bottoms of the box. It is going to cut that one, but that's okay. And then it will go right through your cut and emboss machine to make your window. The next thing you should do is you should burnish all your score lines, every single one. And in order to make the milk carton type look, it has score lines here like that, and you want to make them valleys. So a mountain is poking out and a valley is going deep in, right? So that's what I did. I scored all the lines so they're prominent for me and I can see them. And then I added a little bit of the tear and tape that comes in the kit right here, but I haven't burnished it yet. I need to burnish that. Just little pieces on the four corners in that one square. And what square did I cut out? I cut out the square right next to the square with the tab on it. Okay, so I'm going to peel off the tear and tape backings, and I'm going to add a window sheet to the inside of my box just because I want to have a little scene in there and I want to fill it with something, and whatever I fill it with, I don't want that to fall out, right? Hey, Michelle. So now I have a little window that's shiny for my box. Okay, to put my boxes together, I have tear and tape on the tab on the side that will hold the box together, and I have tear and tape on the flap that's next to the tab right here. It's white, so I don't know if you can see it really well. I'm going to burnish both of those, but I'm not going to pull the tape off yet because I want to show you how I put boxes together. Now, this box, I cut part of the tab, right? So we don't want to look in our box and see that cut out. At least I don't. So I always start by putting the largest tab in first, and that will be the floor of the box. Then I put in the little ones, the little tabs, which would be these two, and I don't want to see those at the bottom of my box either. So then I put the last one on top, and I have a nice bottom and I have a nice inside bottom. So everything looks really pretty that way. Okay, for this box, because I want to make a scene, I'm not going to glue everything together yet because I want you to see my scene. I have not done this in advance, so I'm hoping it works. But you know, we all play around with everything, and that's how we become creative, right? So in the kit, there is a wreath, and it comes in a punch out like this. Where's one of my wreaths? Oh, I know where one is. Come here. Okay, so here's one of the wreaths. Okay, I punched it out already for another project. And you're left with this piece, which makes a frame and has some dimensional leaves in it. And you're left with this piece, which is really meant to be tossed away, I'm sure. But I'm using it because I want a scene, and I want this little bunny and this little chick to stand up. So I took this throwaway, and I just folded it up on one edge, used my bone folder to make it stand. And then I'm going to take some more tear and tape. Now I've noticed with this tear and tape in this kit that you need to set it down on your project and then tear it off. What I mean by that, with other tear and tapes, my other tear and tape from the catalog, I seem to be able to tear it off and put it where I want if I need to do that. But this one, the actual adhesive kept coming off on my finger. So I'm placing it down, burnishing it, and then tearing it, and then removing the backing. Okay, now I have my little bunny and my chick, which fit almost perfectly on that little fold up there. So now it's going to be standing up. See that? Okay, so let's go back to our box. And we're going to put the flat bottom down, the two smaller tabs underneath that, so they're hidden. And then we're going to take this guy and we're going to fit it on the floor of the box. So I'm trying to be in camera so you can see. I can do it like this. Fit it in the floor of the box. Because I haven't done this before I put it down with glue, I'm going to turn it and see what I can see in my window. Yes, my bunny and my chick fit in there perfect, and they're standing up, and it's going to be adorable. Hey, Marcia. All right, so let's finish this box then. Let's get the throwaway piece. And I'm going to take glue just because this is not in the kit, just because it's going to allow me to move it around in the box. And tear and tape is, once it's down pretty much, right? So remember, the small tabs go underneath. We need a floor that's solid for our box. So here it is. I'm going to put it down like this. I'm going to get out of the way of the folds. It fits perfect, ladies. It's back a little bit so we have some dimension. And let's fold it up now that it's glued. It's not dry, but it's getting tacky. And there we go. There is our little guys standing up proudly in our box. Now we can put chocolate, eggs, or candy kisses, or whatever is your favorite candy in here and fill it up. You can put grass. Let me see if I have some grass. I might in my craft drawer here. I have some yellow here. It's not even open. Gosh, you probably had this for 20 years. Not that long, but. And let's see what a little bit of this grass might look like. Oh, this is that plasticky kind. So it's hard to tear. I'm going to cut it. I usually like the paper kind. So let's just put some of this in here. Okay, I'll put it in afterwards. All right. So, small tabs underneath. I've already burnished the tear and tape. So I'm pulling that off. Hey, Marie. Here's the bottom of the box. So I'm going to just line that up and set that down. And I have a smooth bottom of the box. I've already burnished this tear and tape. So I'm going to peel that off. we're just gonna open this up, slip that tab underneath where it belongs, make sure it's straight. And there is our box with our little bunny and our chick standing up inside. Let's throw in some of this stuff. I don't have any candy with me yet. I think I'm gonna put this behind the bunny. There's one little piece that's inside, in front of him, but that's okay. Set him back. Okay, I moved it. Set him back with my bone folder. And now because we made valleys on the side little score lines, the box is going to go together really well. Look at that. So when you put some candies, put some in front. It'll help the bunny stay back just a little bit, and put the rest in the back. Okay, I see some hearts. Now, here is where you can use the twine or the jute or the baker's twine that comes in the kit if you want, but I'm saving mine for another project. There is the pink, petal pink, the granny apple green, the white, and the yellow. So I'm going to use my yellow and my ribbon scissors and make points because there's all these holes you have to go through. So I start with one side and grab, and then I go into each one individually instead of trying to get all 4 of them at one time. And then I go to the other side. Now the baker's twine would probably go in easier because it's narrower, but I just like some thick ribbon. You guys know I'm a ribbon girl. Okay, the other 4 holes now on the other side. And like I said, I'm going to use this as, I'm not going to put candy in mine just because I'm going to use it in my little vignette at the front door. I might hang it from my Easter tree. I have a tree. It's a white tree, like a birch tree, and it's got lights on it. And I use it for every holiday except for Christmas, because my Christmas tree is usually in that spot. And I hang things from that tree. And it has the little white lights on it, and it's so cute. And I think this little box, man, I wish I had a bunch of them, would look so cute hanging from that tree. All right, so make my bow. And then, because I've manhandled this so much, I need to trim off so it's not frayed. And here you go. Isn't that cute? Now this would also look so cute in an Easter basket. It's so cute as on somebody's desk. Happy Easter just before you go on vacation for the weekend. Just whatever you want to do with it. Now, the hole that I cut out, see there? You could put another hole with a hole punch. And you could take your baker's twine and you could stamp using any of the stamps and hang it from there and have a tag too. So you absolutely wasted 0. Really? You even used a scrap on the inside that was throwaway. So that's an idea. I think this is a cute tag. I'm going to throw it back in my box. All right, so there's project number 1, and I actually came up with this project this morning, just before I came live. Like I said, I hadn't done it before. It came into my head, and so I said, you know what, Ken, I'm going to go live before Mom wakes up and show them these things. Now, the reason I did the box first is I said there was 3 in the kit, right? Well, when I saw this box yesterday, I immediately thought of the crackers, you know, the crackers that we have at the holidays, but they're long and they tie on the ends, and then you unwrap one end and you pop your candy out, right? So look, now that I've shown you how to put your box together and how to make them individually like this if you want to. You can put two together, put your tear and tape at the bottom of the box and put the other box next to it in the same direction with your ribbon and everything. And look what you've got. This great big cracker. This is going to look so cute on my bench at the front door with all the other things that I have for Easter to put out. Now, this, when you put two together, of course, you're going to have this seam right down the middle, right? So I took the envelope, peeled it back, and used this designer series paper, which is inside, as a belly band all the way around, so you couldn't see where these two boxes are put together. You can still fill them with candy. You can fill them both sides with different things, money, gift card, candy, jewelry, whoever you're giving this to for Easter. And then they can untie the ribbon and see how I use those two ribbons together. And the little bunny and the chick that's in the kit, and they're on with dimensionals. Super, super simple. Just like this box, but two together. See that? Okay, you could even make a hole on both sides and put a thinner ribbon around. Oh my gosh, you could just go on and on. So that's how I made this box. All right, so now let me get some space. Dollar Tree bags. Here's a Dollar Tree bag. And what I did was I took some instant coffee and put it in some hot water, let it cool off, let it dissolve, and I made a stain. So this was a craft bag in the first place, but you can see some staining in it. And I just washed the whole bag with coffee water, coffee stain, and let it dry. Then I stuffed it. I'm just stuffing it with paper towels because I'm mimicking that there's a gift in here, just so it's cute for you to see. What did you say, Diane? I love how you always think outside the box. Oh, thanks. Okay, so now I took this card. Okay, and I cut it in half, and I have this half here that I'm going to use first. When I cut it in half, I then folded it in half, and I also tea stained it, but you don't have to. When you tea stain it, it makes it bend, see, but it's not, excuse me, it's not white like it was. Here's the white one, here's the tea stained one. So if you like antique, you like tea stain. If you don't like antique, you don't like tea stain. So it's up to you. Then I folded that card right in half like this and used my bone folder. Then I took my paper snips and I just went onto the fold and I shaved off a hair, got here and cut off, and now I have a slit. I used coffee. You can, I suppose you can use tea, but I have always used instant coffee. But it's called tea stain, go figure. So you can use either one. And then I use that slit to put over my bag handles. So now my bag has a topper that can easily be removed once you get the ribbon on. I'm going to use the yellow ribbon again, the sheer lemon lolly, again just to coordinate with the daffodils. And the reason I put ribbon on there is, one, it looks cute, and two, when you tie your bow, it keeps this topper from trying to pop up, especially when you have a present in there. So it keeps it down. And then your guests or your friend or your relative doesn't have to tear up the bag to get it open. They just have to untie the bow, because I've had numerous people say to me, I don't want to open that. I don't want to ruin it. Well, they won't. They won't ruin it at all. Let's just pull apart. It's a double bow, so let's pull apart the little loops and make it fluffy. Hey, Lynn. Good morning. And there's that bag. And then you can trim. This will probably sit at my little vignette as well. Depends. It's easy to take apart and tie the bows again, so I might use it to give to somebody. I don't know yet. Okay, so then the other half of the card are these cute bunnies, right? So I had cut this half off to make this. Then there's the little pop-out punch-outs, the daffodils, and I just put a little dot of glue on the end and added the flowers. Super simple. Okay, but I have this card left, right? I also coffee stained or tea stained that. Got it very, very soft. And then I crumpled it up carefully. So I wasn't going to tear anything. And if you look closely, you see the little ripples and wrinkles in it. It's not smooth and soft and light like this anymore because of the coffee stain. Okay, so now when this dries and when your bag dries, you can just add it to your bag. Look how that changes this bag. Now, I like this to pop up. Thank you guys. Thank you for the hearts. So, if I glued this down flat, all that pop-up would go away. So just take your glue, which does not come in the kit, or your tear and tape, and make a little picture frame in the center. Let's let it set up a second so it doesn't slide around. And then turn it over and just set it on your bag. And because we only put glue in the middle, I'm going to press though. I want where that glue is to set up. The rest of the, hi to Lori. The rest of this will pop up. That's going to take a minute to dry. Get it straight. You love this. I do too. Very vintage, isn't it? Very vintage. Okay. Then these little pop-outs also. I already used one in the window box, right? I put some dimensionals back there. This is cute. Mommy and Daddy. Maybe baby and his friend. And then just set it here on the end, press those dimensionals down, and because they're on dimensionals, they pop up another little dimension there. Let me squeeze these down. This is popped up so I can squeeze the dimensionals. And then when it's down good, you can pop this up, round it, and you've got a cute little bag made with your kit. So far we have a bag, we have a cracker, and we have a little window box. Thanks. Okay, one more thing that I've done so far. Told you no. Oh, on this one here, I took this tag out. I think I'm gonna. I'll just do it now. Finish it up. I think I'm gonna stamp springtime greetings. But if you're gonna go to a baby shower, it has welcome baby. That could go there too. And if you're a new Paper Pumpkin subscriber, if this was your first kit, you got a block with it, so you just put your stamps on your blocks like that. You open up your ink pad, but I'm not going to open mine. I give them away to my customers that need colors. I'm going to use my regular stamp pad because I have it. And springtime greetings is going to go on this little banner that comes in the kit. There we go. So cute. Okay. And since they gave me dimensionals in this kit, I think I'll pop this banner up as well. Why not? The more dimension, the better. Perfect for a great garden. Oh, good. Good, good. Yes. Yep. And there we go. Yes, that banner really, really changed it up, didn't it? So whatever you like, you could put lace ribbon, you could do the back, you could on and on and on, but it's super cute. Okay, let's go to the next project. Here's my little wreath, and I'm gonna turn it over, and I'm gonna look for my dimensionals. I just used them. They're in my face somewhere, but I don't see them. Okay, I'll grab my other ones. And I look for wide spots on the wreath. And I set dimensionals on there, but I'm not going to remove the back yet. I don't want it to stick to anything. Just look and make sure that they're fitting. Hi, Andrea. Yep, and you can't see through. And you want to get them pretty much all the way around so your wreath is not flopping anywhere. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's see if one fits here. I think it will. Yeah. Okay, so that's ready to go. Some of these are cockeyed, so I'm gonna get my silicone mat so it doesn't stick to anything. So there's my wreath popped up. Done. All right. Then I love, 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 love these little chicks. I love the shape they're on. I love everything about them. I didn't stamp them. I haven't even used the stamps yet. This is the first time I used the stamps. I got so excited. I'm going to come back to my wreath a minute, though, and I'm going to take some of this twine. Yeah, I'll use it. If I run out, I can use some that I already have. I'm doubling my bow again. It's so funny at Friday's class, my dear customer, Maria, she says, Bev, I watch you make those bows, and I can't do it to save my life. I said, well, before you leave here today, you will be a bow maker. And she was. We just practiced a few times, and she got it. And now she can go home and make her double bows. She says, you make it look so darn easy, and I just can't do it. I said, well, I've been doing it for a long time, so maybe that's why it looks easy for me, but you'll get it. And then just separate your loops. And there we have it. Okay, so now my wreath has a little bow. Okay, and I just love these chicks. These are a pop out in the kit as well. Okay, so I talked about the slimline cards, which was super cool to get a different shape, and they have the coordinating envelopes. Look at that. Darling, darling, darling. Okay, and then all the stamps you can stamp and make your cards, and just on and on. I can just see it, right? But I'm a weirdo, so what came to my head? I had to get my trimmer, and I had to cut this card in half. And I said to myself, why are you cutting it in half? You're so happy there was slimline, and then you cut it in half, silly girl. Well, I'm glad I did. I just love it. So there, now I have 2 slimline pieces. And I need some printer paper. Let me get that. Okay. So I have my printer right over there. I'm going to measure the width of these cards. They are 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. Okay. Let's put all this together so I don't lose it. What I say, 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. So here's my trimmer, and here's some printer paper from off my printer. 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. Okay, there's some. And do that again. 3 1/4. Uh-oh, what did I just drop? Oh, my scoring blade fell out. 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. I'm trying 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And I could do another one, but you got the drift, so I will do this one later. So you could get all of this, and I'm going to put it underneath here, and then I'm going to put this on the other side. And I have a little tablet. I score and fold up, and I have a little tablet. So let me go back to my cutting tool. My score blade fell out. I can't stand it. I love this tablet. I love this tablet. I gotta do more pages because I want more pages in my tablet. 3 1/4. I think it's so cute to give as a gift. It's not lining up. 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. Need the arm out for 6 1/4. Oh, actually you don't. It's the very last dark line here. Okay, now I have more pages. Add these to my book. Right? And then to take the top one, and you're going to score. Okay, I put my score blade back in there, and I scored about a 1/2 inch, I think it was. Don't cut, score. And then bend it and burnish, you know that. Okay, and then bend it back and place it on your booklet. Then I held it all together, and this is where my crocodile came in, and I used the smaller holes. And I always, when you're going to do a line of something, I start in the middle. Now, I can put the end of my crocodile on the score line, or right, not on it, but right up against it, and punch. The crocodile goes through thickness, and it'll go through tin, it'll go through cardboard, it'll go through all kinds of things. Straighten it out again each time, make sure it's all straight, and then I come over to the end here, and I stamp another one, or not stamp, punch. And the reason I do that is to keep everything even. So middle and then both ends. Okay. And then you have the center again. So you want to go in the middle of the two opposites, right in the center of those two. Wouldn't this be cute in the bag? Super cute. They're going to call you Martha Stewart. Okay. Then you can just use your twine that came in the kit. See why I didn't want to use it all? And you can thread it through the tops like this. I'm not going to do that for you now. It took me about 10 minutes, 8 minutes, something around there. Then I took this. I can see this coffee and tea stained as well, but I didn't do that on this one. You could use your blending brushes and add color to it if you want to. That would be faster. You don't have to wait for things to dry. I just glued this on flat. You could use ribbon. You could use a needle and thread, and then it'll go real, not a needle and thread, a needle, a large needle, and then your your jute, that would go really fast. I didn't think of that last night. I was just so excited to make a little tablet. And then you're going to remove the backings of your dimensionals. And you have either, you can get bigger stamps and you can stamp each page in just black ink, and then you can give this out as a color book to a child. I did that last year for my great-granddaughters. They sat out back and colored away. They loved it. It was a bigger book, but same idea. And there is your, this one's not weaved yet. This one's not weaved closed yet, so I'm going to move it aside. Hi, Susan. And then you can open up your book and you can take your stamps, take the bunny, and I'm going to take the chick. Now in your paper pumpkin kit, you get a block, like I said, and all the stamps fit on that one block, so you don't have to worry about different size blocks like I'm using. I just have a ton, so I use them. Then you're going to go to the ink color that's supplied in your kit. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to test this out. I don't want to ruin my book. It's already put together. You can change the colors if you want to. Look at that. So cute. And then you can go and and stamp every page if you want with a different image. I don't know, I put about, 8, 10, I didn't count them, pages, so it's not a lot, but it's just so cute. Little notebook. Okay, ladies, that's what I did yesterday when my kit arrived. I think I made the book first. Then I made the popper. Let me get everything out here for you so you can see in case you came in late. Not the popper, the cracker. With 2 of the boxes, and then I said, oh, silly girl, now you can't show them how to put, I only have 1 box left. Well, I'll save that one for tomorrow, and I'll put it together in front of them. And then, so I put 2 boxes together here, and then here's the single box. I'm going to lay it sideways so you can see inside the window. And then my vintage gift bag. You do have amazing vision, Bev. Aw, how sweet. Thank you. You kind of just made my day there, girlfriend. All right. So I don't know. I can't get them all in this camera at one time, but this is a whole lot of cuteness, ladies. I hope you get your kits out and do something. Let me know if you make one of my projects or all of my projects, or show me your projects. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.